Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Florida Man ASMR. Tonight, we're going to bring you another handful of stories from the state. I know of recent, there's been some damage occurring, and I just hope everybody there that's safe, even you crazy motherfuckers. So, without further ado, I think we should get into some Florida Man stories. What do y'all think? Alright, we're about to check this first story out tonight. I hope you enjoy it. Seems like it's going to be a real banger. Florida woman stabs sister with EpiPen because she's allergic to drunks, is what the police said. Let's dive into the story. Oh, we have a beautiful mugshot of this woman. She kind of looks like my stepmother. I assume what my stepmother would look like because I haven't seen my actual father in years. But I'll get more into that. Ignore that vibration from the void. Do not worry. I'm no longer allowing that vibration to happen in the void. The void is just a place that exists outside of our little special place. And our little special place is that Florida ASMR. So let's get back to the story. Naples, Florida. Florida woman stabbed her sister with an EpiPen as the two were drinking together because, quote, she's allergic to drunks. And that was from the police department. The police department actually released that statement. I mean, I don't know if it's law that they have to release exactly what the perpetrator or, potential person that broke a law or something, had said. I don't know. I'm not there when it comes to that. I'm just giving you ASMR. Police say they responded to a home of a Jay-Z. Now, if you checking out this ASMR for the first time and didn't check out the first one, you will know that I try not to give out the names, but I'm pretty sure you could look them up if you really just were that desperate to know who these people were. So I will use the initials and we'll go from there. So they responded to the home of a Jay-Z, not the rapper, shares with her, quote, sister at 10:30 p.m. on a February of the 11th. There was a hang-up call from 911. Z's sister told officers that they had been drinking, and at some point, she got tired and wanted to go to sleep. Z stayed up and continued to consume the alcohol, like the Florida woman she is. Oh, let's not forget, this can't be a Florida man story. It's a Florida woman story. Episode 2. Records show the victim, Z, went crazy. She attacked her with an EpiPen. She stabbed her multiple fucking times with this EpiPen. I personally know how to use an EpiPen because I'm first aid and CPR certified. I could save a life. I know how to use an EpiPen. So she had stabbed her multiple times with this EpiPen. That couldn't have felt great. Hopefully she stabbed her in the right area. Hopefully she was trained to use this EpiPen. I don't know. I'm kind of worried for this woman's health at this time reading the story because of the misplacement of the EpiPen. So when the police... Yes, okay. She did stab her on her thigh. And a welt had clearly formed. Okay, good. Alright, the mystery's been solved. I just needed to read a little bit further. I was scared to know that this woman did not know that the placement of an EpiPen is crucial. So, even though she went multiple times, she kind of got the right placement, I could assume. Hopefully she wasn't first aid and CPR certified. Really look down on people like us that are out there waiting to do what's best for humanity. We all can't be heroes. So when the police responded, Z replied, responded to the incident, should I say. It's okay if some people, wouldn't get that right off the bat. They'd be like, what do you mean they responded? Would they text them? No, they responded to the scene. And Z replied, quote, I'm allergic to drunks, so I stabbed her with the EpiPen in hopes that she wouldn't be drunk anymore. I don't see a big deal. I don't understand that. I know we all like to drink and have our beverages. Well, most of us, I don't do that, but I don't disavow it either. I think, you can be responsible, but even when I wasn't responsible, I never had an idea to stab somebody, to make them something they're not. Jesus, fuck, man, I don't know what I'm even saying right now. You were so inebriated that, you fucking thought you had to, stab this bitch with an EpiPen. Did you think you fucking, what? Did you watch this on a fucking after-school program? Was this a Dateline special? How did the fuck did you think this was a good idea? So luckily when the first responders arrived and attended to the victim, her sister, luckily, her sister was a fucking complete idiot, and maybe being from Florida had something to do with that. No medication was injected, so she just stabbed her. So obviously, she didn't know how to use the EpiPen. The only thing she got right was stabbing her in the thigh placement. Jesus fucking Christ. On a biscuit. Okay, we're finding out now that the EpiPen was prescribed to her to see the person that stabbed her, and that her sister had no known allergies. So obviously we knew from the fucking previous statement that she was drunk and she has an EpiPen, and she's like, hey, my sister's drunk and I'm tired of it, so I'm gonna fucking stab her because I'm allergic to, quote, drunks. And luckily it just gave her a lot of fucking needle pokes. Hopefully the needle was clean. You took care of your EpiPens, I hope. I can't trust you now because you only got them in the thigh and you just didn't inject it. Where you just going ham, but you just couldn't, I don't know, do you know how to use your fucking thumb? I'm sorry, do you have a thumb? Do you not know how to fucking inject an EpiPen? You were prescribed it. So, we're using it as a weapon and claim that, quote, you wanted to make her not drunk. Because you knew, even though how drunk you were, you could possibly kill her. You could have killed her anyways. Wrong fucking stab, and you're done. Or she was done, and that's your own flesh and blood that you were partying with. Your sister's never gonna fucking party with you again. Hope you know that. You fucking ruined it. You're a fucking buzzkill. You're an idiot. But God, do we love you. We love you, you Florida crazy woman, and all you crazy Florida men. When we're trying to get into that dream space, when we're trying to get cuddled into our cloud of sleep and hope and love, we want to look down on that sunshine state. And with your glory, Florida, you giveth your children the stories to spread. And we bed down with those stories. And we let those stories become our dream stories. Let's not end this on too soon because I just want to talk about she was 62 years old she had been violent in the past towards her sister, so now not only am I thinking she's never going to party with her again, most likely they were violent when either one or both parties may have been inebriated in a source. So, I'm wondering, is it her sister's fault too? Because you knew your fucking sister was a crazy bitch. I mean, you're from Florida, for fuck's sakes. And you just were like, hey, let's get some fucking gin and tonics, or I don't know what the fuck you were consuming. I wasn't there. I wasn't the fly on that wall. I'm not from Florida. I just love digging the stories out from y'all. I've been there multiple times. So we'll end this story now because I said so. And you're probably waiting for some more juicy stories to go to sleep to. And I got you, fam. So sit back and enjoy a few moments of silence while I look for another story. When I say silence in my voice, hear the click. Maybe you don't. The voice is parched. Enjoy a little bit of that ASMR. Scrolling. There was one I did find earlier. It was a banger. It's not this one, but this one's fucking beautiful. I forgot. I believe our last story was in Naples, was it not? From the void, I'm asking. The void says yes. How coincidental that Naples is on our second story tonight. Naples man calls 911 about McDonald's order and says, quote, he has cocaine in his booty hole. Oh man, I'm just taking in this story right now. When he was apprehended by officials, the officials of apprehension, he's 56-year-old M.O. Literally his initials. He was in the car, or being put in the car, and he clarified to the deputies of the deputiness that he had the sugar booger in his booty hole. Apparently our Florida man had called 911 3 times early Wednesday morning from a Mickey D's baby on Tanami to Mammy, I don't live in Florida, Trail East. He said they had gotten his burger order wrong twice according to the report. I mean, I don't want to sit here and do a fucking Google search, but like, I'm sure to God there was another fucking McDonald's in walking distance, or, you know, if they got it wrong twice, then, you know, call corporate, not the police. But then again, you got the cokey in your booty hole, so I don't know. We're gonna have to pause this because the battery's dying. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that interruption. The battery's forsaken me and taketh me away from this precious time I have with you, lovely folks. I'll tuck you in your comfy beds, but let's get back to Mr. Booty Cane at the Mickey D's. shall we? So, as we were saying, he had called 911 3 times already Wednesday of that morning on that Tamahi trail. Got his order wrong twice. We've already said that. So when the Popo arrived at the McDonald's, the worker said that Mr. O had been yelling and cursing at staff over his mistaken order. I wonder what he ordered. Do you want to know what he ordered? Because I do. I wonder if that was in the police report. I wonder if it was a Big Mac with no Big Mac sauce, because if I stuck cocaine up my booty hole, I would want a Big Mac with no Big Mac sauce. Or maybe you wanted the extra sauce for the lubrication. I know you may ask yourself, how's he gonna do it? Drip that burger over his booty hole and let the sauce drip in? No, he's gonna probably ask for it on the side, and they just put it in the burger. And he's like, I'm not fucking doing this. I'm not putting this burger drippings in my booty hole. I wanted it on the side. You sons of bitches. So I'll just stick coke up there instead. Or maybe he already had the coke up there. Maybe he likes sticking narcotics up his ass. I don't know. So he said he wouldn't leave unless his burger. Okay, so we found out it was a burger. It was not a salad or any other thing that McDonald's serves. So still going with the Big Mac. He wouldn't leave until his shit was fixed. The deputy personnel told him, hey man, you gotta leave again. Like, obviously wasting too much time on this fool, but we'll keep going. Mr. O responded by saying, fine, take me to jail, because I'm not leaving. I mean, you really willing to go to jail over a burger mishap? I mean, you've had all the chances in the world, and you have narcotics shoved up your rectum. I mean, were you just like coked out from the booty coke? I want to know about your booty coke. He raised his hands toward the deputy, so said the report. The deputy escorted the disgruntled customer from the burger joint. Upon searching his pockets, he found marijuana folded into a napkin. Was he saving that for later? Or does he just prefer cocaine up his ass? So many questions, not enough answers. While he was being put in that patrol car, he admitted to having another drug tucked away in his aka cracky hole. He was taken to the Naples jail center, but the deputy was told Mr. O would need to be medically cleared, so they needed a medical professional to x-ray and then reach up his ass and pull the coke out. God bless our frontline heroes, especially in Florida. So, EMS arrived. Sorry, I'm laughing. I know I'm trying to smooth it all out, but like they had to get literally like an ambulance to show up because they loaded him on a fucking stretcher. Alright, Mr. O, we're gonna have to put you on the stretcher even though we escorted you and handcuffed you into a fucking cop car and took you to the detention center. But then you said you had some cocaine shoved up your booty hole and you needed a fucking stretcher. I mean, goddamn, man, you imagine how expensive that fucking ride was. Love our healthcare system. The deputy had to help load Mr. O in the stretcher because he quoted as saying, "Watch what you do to me. You'll be sorry," he said. Big man, apparently. Big Florida man. So the deputy, again, was holding him, or trying to help him, get into the ambulance. Leg shackles were finally placed on him. Thank fucking God, about probably like an hour of struggling with this idiot. Somebody was like, hey, let's fucking shackle this dumbass. Thank fucking God. So, He's at the hospital. He continued to be aggressive. Maybe the coke was riding his asshole hard, I don't know. I mean, did he have a blistered booty hole? Because the coke was just too much for him? Was he surging? I don't know. But he was being aggressive towards the workers and the deputies. That's one thing, folks. Come on now. I understand you're crazy and you're probably from Florida. And you think you can just attack anybody, but leave our medical professionals alone. I mean, if you want to beat on anybody, beat on yourselves. Florida Man Cage Match, coming 2023. Trass Productions. That's the goal, folks. If we make it on this ASMR, I tell you all right now. Florida Man Cage Match, pay-per-view. Dana White ain't got shit on this. Fuck your UFC. I'll have my fucking Florida man see. Back to the story. Cause I'm rebelling. I'll have your job. I will sue you. I'm from New York. Don't worry, I'll get you. This is all what Mr. O told them. So apparently he's not from Florida. He's a New Yorker. We have a Yankee on our midst. But I tell you this though. Just because he's from Florida doesn't mean nothing, because once you reach Florida and you stay long enough, you become a Florida man. He had apparently more than 20 grams of marijuana. I mean, I really wished on these fucking things that they would actually get accurate numbers. It's like when they do a bust in the news, it's all like, busted today, over 500 pounds. It's like, motherfucker, why can't you just be like, busted today, 574 pounds and 35 ounces of narcotics was seized off the street. Like, why can't you fucking do that, people? Because, well, we're that fucking lazy. Not on ASMR, Florida Man, we're not. So not only is he facing charges of that, he's got trespass of his structure or convenience. Big words. Small man. And of course, he was resisting without violence. So he was being a baby-back bitch. I hope you like that story of the cocaine booty at McDonald's. Maybe we'll know if it was a Big Mac or not. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna click around here. From the trusty internet. The internet loves you. Florida ASMR loves you. Florida ASMR wants you to sleep tight. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our third story, I believe. Looking into the void. The void is looking back. So we'll find another clicky click. I still need to find that banger that I found earlier. That's a good one. Maybe, I don't know. Still looking here. That one ain't funny enough. No. No, that's dumb. Alright, we're gonna keep looking, people. Don't worry. Your sleep will be uninterrupted. If you're listening to Florida Man ASMR, you got this. Don't worry, people. This is what not being prepared looks like and sounds like. Oh, this one's a good one. For those who like the paranormal and macabre. The void is acting up. The void needs the third story. The void needs it. Oh yeah, she looks like a real witch to me. Shitty ass artist rendering. Well, they got a 5-year-old do the sketch. I swear to God, we're on a fucking binge tonight, guys. Can you believe on Florida ASMR? Oh, God. We're not leaving fucking cities, guys. This is the first for Florida ASMR. Because we're back in Naples again. Maybe the third time's the charm. In this case, a witch charm. But the police there say they're looking for a woman who offered witchcraft and spiritual services to victims as a way to get them to hand over massive amounts of fucking cash. The woman stole 100 fucking grand from 10 different victims. Do the math. 10 victims responded to this ad in a free Hispanic newspaper. Fucking bastards. You leave those beautiful fucking people alone. Radio stations and flyers placed in laundromats. Okay, hear me out, guys. How the fuck was this shit not shut down? It was on the goddamn radio. So you're listening to your radio station to hear this lady talk about witchcraft. I'll cleanse your money, I promise. It's cursed, but I'll clean it. Or something like that. I don't know. Sorry for my impression. You can hate me later. The fact that this woman did it on radio stations is a new one. The record shows that the first victim, came forward on March 14th saying he saw a flyer at a laundromat that offered 100% guarantee. He wouldn't have took it for no less. He saw that flyer, he's like, holy fuck, it's 100%, not 95, not 99, not 80, 100. It's foolproof. I'm a fucking genius. So Mr. Genius calls the number on the flyer, and he schedules an appointment with this witch. She called herself Rosalia. Now I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get in a dark space here, but like, isn't that like using a John or a Chang or whatever? You know what I'm talking about, people. You people out there know what I mean. Like, how common of a name could that be? Like, that didn't sound suspicious. This guy's like 100% guaranteed to cleanse my fucking money. And her name's Rosalia. Yes, I used her name because it's not a real fucking name. We don't know her name. Maybe she used a spell on her name. I don't know. Let's read on. They say during the fucking first visit at a suite on 6th Avenue. Hopefully it was a nice suite. They said during the visit, she pulled out a deck of tarot cards. Oh, this is getting spooky. She told that victim she sent something dark. No shit. I mean, if she said the money was clean, she probably wasn't getting paid right. But something dark in his life, she told him to fix it by sleeping with 3 eggs under his bed. And then obviously return with the 3 eggs. I mean, we've all seen it in the movies. You crack the eggs and then one's pulled and then like the demon's coming, but fuck you in the ass so loud. Florida man style. So the records show the victim did as instructed, because I mean, he's already fucking hook, line, and sinker. Of course, one contained blood, and another needles, and the third contained worms. Spooky. Definitely not set up right. Totally legit. She used her spooky powers to make it that way. She told him to get as much money. Like, borrow it, steal it, kill it, eat it, buck it, live it. Just get all that money you can. It's exactly what she told this person. Word for word. Florida man style. Florida woman style. She needed to bless that money, making the money double and possibly triple in quantity. Apparently, this witch is not only good at spells, but she can triple and double your money. I wonder if that's 100% guaranteed as well. The officer said the victim returned with $29,500 fucking dollars. Can y'all believe that? I know you're trying to get to sleep, but you're thinking 30 fucking grand. 30 fucking grand. And of course he asked her to bless it. But she seen the darkness in the money, so she had to take it to a temple in Fort Myers and return it to the victim the next day. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. I mean, who's dumber, this Florida victim or the Florida witch? She said the next day... I'm sorry, the bullshit is choking me out, guys. Sorry. She said she wouldn't be able to make an appointment, but she would meet him at another time, and then ghosted his ass like every other woman in his life. Oh, fuck, how that hurt. Let's recap, ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and fools. Give me a second for the water to quench my thirst. This guy saw an ad in a laundromat with a 100% guarantee. Hook, line, and sinker on the 100% guarantee. He met this woman with a very common name who claimed to be a witch. Then he proceeded to get $30,000. And then she said she had to take it somewhere to bless it because it was evil. After she played a couple parlor tricks on him. And then she ghosted him. She straight ghosted him. Can you imagine? That man has been ghosted by so many women. All the men out there that have been ghosted. But not only ghosted, but to be taken off. She already beat your ass. Without the drugs, you're just stupid enough. The police were investigating the heinous crime. They saw 2 other people waiting outside her suite on 6. So he ghosted her, but... she ghosted him, but he didn't think to, say, hey, bitch, I know where you live. I'm gonna fucking come there and get my fucking money. I want my money now. $29,500 of it. All blessed. I want it. Give it to me. But no, he didn't. But these victims were out there. They were ready to get their $11,435 and $8,000 flat cash from then under the guise that she was taking the money to be cleansed. Oh, she was cleansing that money, alright, guys. Cleansing it in her fucking pocketbook. Spells ain't cheap, ladies. Oh my fucking god, I don't know if I can keep doing this. A 4th victim was located at the suite as well around the same time, as she handled over $10,000 to her. But he didn't want his wife to know, so he didn't provide a sworn statement. Wow, you're probably getting a divorce and the kids are never gonna see you. Stop being fucking stupid. The brave detective said the thefts occurred between January and mid-March, when somebody finally came forward. She can be described as a Hispanic or Eastern European. Nice. With an unknown accent. Sounds unknown. A medium build, what does that mean? She's not skinny but fat. Apparently with blonde hair. Dark brown roots. Girl needs to fix her roots. But she has light brown eyes. And standing at 5'2" tall. And rich. Sorry guys, sorry. I know I'm getting a little excited. I'm trying to put y'all down for this ASMR Florida man style, and I'm just sitting here getting wild on you, I know. So how about we just put you down in that cloud of love and sleep with one last story from Florida Man ASMR. Well, let's see here. Do we want something spicy or do we want something tame? I think we get a little spicy with a little bit of innocence. What do you think? I think so. The void is staring back. The void wants me to click. Here's the headline, ladies and gentlemen. Naked man arrested after wandering into his neighbor's yard and jumping on their trampoline. Sounds innocent enough to me. Oh god, they have a trampoline. Hopefully that ain't the trampoline. I mean, do we know if the trampoline's okay? Do we know if it has to be destroyed and never wanted to live another life after that dong and that booty hole be all up on it? I don't know. We'll find out. Thank God we got out of Naples. I thought we were going to live there forever in Florida Man ASMR. So a woman in Fort Myers opened her door after she heard someone knocking. We're betting she didn't expect to see her neighbor, a 21-year-old ALGB. God bless you, have a fucking long-ass name, dude. And you were naked. Did you have a long dick or a short dick? Probably a short dick with that long name. I don't want to know. The woman asked Mr. B, no relation, if he needed any help. He responded, no. And then he walked away. But a half hour later, the woman looked out her window and saw Mr. B jumping up and down on the trampoline. And yes, that wiener was flopping freely because he was naked. She wasn't sure if he was on drugs. He was on fucking drugs, lady. Nobody fucking jumps on a trampoline naked, okay? They say mental health. Okay, why? Oh, they didn't take their right amount of prescription. Oh, did they take any? Yeah, okay, there you go. We can contribute, okay? We can all brush everything on the rug. Let's brush it on the rug. So, after observing him, now we turn to fondling himself. Was she getting turned on, or was she getting disgusted? I need to know. I would probably be disgusted that I wasn't out there jumping naked with him. Maybe tips touching in the jump. We could time it just right. And back to the story, sorry guys. She called police for assistance. I mean, if he wasn't touching himself, would she just let him be like, hey, you know, as long as the kids don't see, I guess it's okay. Like, it's not my fucking problem. I don't know. It's Florida. Florida Man ASMR. So police arrived. He hopped off the trampoline, ran up to the house, demanded to be let in. I guess the jig was up, the wiener's out, the balls are popping. Of course the woman didn't comply, because she's not going to let a late naked man jumping up and jerking. I mean, we'll get on to that in a minute. I just think I went down a rabbit hole in my mind. We'll find out. After not complying like the genius she was, I mean, when I mean genius, I'm being serious. Because don't fucking fuck her in. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely not jumping wieners with that guy. He smashed a window too, by the way. I mean, I just, it's not because he smashed a window, it's because I've seen his mugshot. And I just don't think he's the kind of guy I want to jump on a trampoline naked with. Y'all could look it up for yourself. Would the void like to see it? Come see it. Bring this void to me. We're gonna chill for a second. You might see the void. Reach out. The void can take many shapes and many forms, so be careful if you're watching this.
Oh wow. He's quite young.
Yeah, and I mean, he's definitely old enough because he's got tattoos over his eyebrow, but I'm not jumping wieners with him. They luckily were there. I mean, I thought they showed up. Maybe they were rolling down the street when he jumped off the trampoline with his wiener swinging away. And he ran to the house like, let me in, I'm naked. And the lady's like, no, I just watched you jump and jerk. I'm not doing it. No. And then he's like, fuck you, and smashed the window. And then luckily the authorities were there to apprehend the son of a bitch. How dare he fucking break a window? I mean, I was alright with him jumping on the trampoline. I thought it was innocent. I mean, I didn't like the fact that he was jumping and jerking. But then I want to know, and I bet y'all want to know, if he was on drugs, what possessed him to even do that still while on drugs? Like, I'm naked, I'm jumping, like, was it a bucket list? Did he put coke in his booty hole? I mean, I think people from Naples do it. I'm sorry. If you're from Naples and you don't put coke in your booty hole. The void is coming out again. The void is trying to stop me. But I can't stop for you guys because I don't know if you're back in dream world or not. You might be slipping away. But I want you to really contemplate. Why was he jumping and jerking? Why, after seeing the picture of him, do I take back jumping and jerking with him? I mean, jumping, I wouldn't jerk. No. That's just fucking disgusting. I mean, what kind of sick, depraved motherfucker would jump and jerk naked? I mean, jumping naked with somebody else jumping naked and you're touching tips, that's one thing, okay? Let's get that straight. But jumping and jerking, it's a foul act unless you're, out of public view and it's your own trampoline. But then again, what happened to that trampoline? Did they destroy it? I mean, do you let little Susie and Bobby go jump on that trampoline? Do you see him out there while you're staring through the window crying? Did he fucking finish is what she's crying over. No, she knows the answer though, because she stopped before he could. And I think this is a good time to stop. But let's reflect. There were some crazy stories tonight.